Hello and welcome to my tutorial on how to skip like a boxer. A couple of things you will need. One is your skipping rope and two is to know what length to have the skipping rope. So if we stand on the rope, feet close together, the rope should come just above the hips, okay? If you think your rope's a little bit long, you can always tie a knot in them here and that will make the rope a little bit shorter. So, basic way of skipping, which most people can do, you might have learned it in school, is 2 feet just over the rope like this, okay? And a lot of people, when they first learn to skip, people who I've coached throughout the years, they are absolutely knackered after about 30 seconds of skipping. The reason for that is they're going like this, they're jumping, and they're using a lot of energy just to skip, okay? As you get better at skipping, it gets easier, you use less energy, and really there isn't a lot of movement to skipping. So, as we get better at skipping, we want to start bouncing. Less bending the knees, just a little bounce. I'm just using the calves in the back of my leg here, just to do a little bounce. So if you find it easier, do it without the rope, just get used to that bounce, okay? Going forward and learning how to box skip, okay? So once we've got this skip mastered, where we're just bouncing over it nicely, we want to learn how to skip like a boxer. So a box skip is not as hard as it looks, okay? So all it is bouncing on one foot and putting all the weight on one leg, okay? The other foot is just tapping the floor like that, okay? So let's get used to skipping on one leg, okay? So just going to skip on one leg. When you feel comfortable doing this, start tapping the other foot down on the floor. Okay, so it looks like both my feet are touching the floor, and they are, but all the weight is currently on my right leg, okay? Once we've mastered that, we're going to go on to the other leg. So, same thing, left foot, tapping the floor with the other foot. Okay, cool, so we're doing one-legged skipping at the moment, tapping the floor with the other foot, not too hard, right? So, moving forward, we want to try and do 3 on the right and 3 on the left, or 5 on the right, 5 on the left, whatever you think is easier, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 on each side, and then we're going to go into 2 on each side, and then we're going to go 1 each side. When you get down to 1 each side, you've learned how to box skip, okay? So, 1, 1, 1, 1, that's all I'm doing. Tapping one foot on the floor, all the weight is on one side at a time, okay? And if you look at me now, compared to how I was at the start, I'm barely moving, okay? Turning the wrists, you don't need to be using our arms, just a little flick of the wrists, a little bounce on each foot. Tap the opposite foot on the floor, barely even moving. Give it a go.